Hey everybody, my name is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com, and I just want to talk about why it's always a bad idea whenever you want government to be the sole provider of anything, whether it's universal health care, free education for all, anything. And the main reason why, there's always the reason of inefficiency in the sense that government has a less of an incentive to optimize costs, so we end up paying a little bit more than we would have to provide the same amount of stuff for everyone. So the problem is we either end up providing less for everyone because we can't afford the higher cost, or we end up taking more from more people, which means they're getting less of something else. But there's also the reason of discovery, and to me this is the more important point and the more sort of matter of life and death, especially when it comes to things like healthcare. Because when you have a market process, people are constantly trying to innovate if there's a competition within that market, to find better alternatives to the current existing amount of goods and services. So it's not only just about trying to see if you can provide the good and service to more people, but it's also, can you do it at a lower cost? Or can you just find something completely different that's better, that might improve outcomes, etc. You don't necessarily have that process when there's only one provider, when there's a government monopoly. So then the process is you have a slower process. And that slower process can cost lives, especially in healthcare, because you're not discovering things sooner. You're not improving processes sooner. Technically here in the US, you kind of already have a lot of that damage, because the process we have now within the healthcare industry is very far from a market process. You have very little competition. You basically have the worst of all worlds, because you have all these regulations that pretty much hamper and destroy the market process, but basically all the benefits accrue to sort of private interests. So you just kind of have the worst of all worlds. But if you had a much more market-based process, whether it's in healthcare or education, there would be sort of an increase in the rate that we innovate. And that's going to improve many more people's lives much quicker than we imagine, because we don't know what those new alternatives, those new improvements, those innovations are yet. But they'll be more discoverable if you have that market process that incentivizes the discovery of those things. And the government process, which hampers the discovery of those things, is generally a bad way to go. So my name is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com. If you like this video, please share it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page. Thank you very much.